Welcome back to another episode of The Cure for Cowardice. I'm hopping on quick before I go to bed here because I didn't want to miss out on making a video today. I had a basic idea for what I was going to talk about, and then I realized that I had already made a very similar video. So I have a new basic idea that I may have also already made a video of and I'm just forgetting. But basically, it is talking about burnout. And I think what it really comes down to is we think about work and this other stuff, these hobbies, these activities, and we think about days off as a necessity. And we think about how if we don't have those, then basically we'll reach a point where we get diminishing returns and we get more and more depressed, and basically it's just a cycle that spirals downwards if we're doing too much for too long of a period of time. And I would agree that burnout exists, but I think that we vastly underestimate how long we can go before experiencing that. And what really comes down to is most people are not burned out, they are just not getting enough sleep, or their diet is trash, or they're not getting enough exercise or fresh air or sunlight, or a combination of all of the above. Because I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about starting next week how I'm going to be doing quite a bit, and I'm not really going to have days off, so to speak. I'm going to have periods of time off, but basically from 6 a.m. to about 10 p.m. 6 days a week, I'm going to be very, very, very busy. And on that seventh day, it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So I was thinking about this, and I was like, man, this could get really difficult. This could be really tough. And I was kind of starting to feel this like wariness, or when you think about something that you're not excited for, and you kind of get tired beforehand. I think the fact of the matter is that one second. Alright, I was just meeting my neighbor real quick. Just moved in. Seems like a nice guy. But so where was I? So you know how when there's something that you're not exactly excited to do, how just thinking about it you get kind of tired beforehand, and you're like, oh, that'll be fun, blah blah blah, whatever other form of whining you want to insert there. That was starting to happen to me, and I thought about it, and it was like, am I not looking forward to this? No, that's definitely not the case, because I am excited for this new job. I'm excited for a much more tuned in schedule. I'm excited for primarily being able to finally move myself ahead financially, because I know that what I'm going to be doing is a sprint that I'm only going to be doing for 3 to 6 months, and then after that I will be able to let off with the gas, and that's if I don't make any sales for my main job. But I realized that it's not that I'm not looking forward to it, it's that I'm just tired, dude. And I don't mean tired in the sense of like, oh, I'm just tired, like fucking people say when they've been doing the same thing for 5-10 years and they're like, I'm just tired of it. It's like, no, I literally am just tired. Like, I haven't been getting as much sleep as I should, and going into this I'm gonna be working quite a bit. It's gonna be more important than ever that I am getting the proper sleep. And so it's funny, it's kind of like we think about burnout in the sense of like, are we going to be burnt out from a busy schedule? But really it's burnout art, as in, are you giving your body the proper rest, nutrition, exercise, sunlight, oxygen that it needs in order to be able to function for long periods of time. It's like, it reminds me of a quote that I saw online. I don't remember who said it, but it was like, if you say you're depressed, but you haven't gotten more sunlight, you haven't tried getting more sunlight, getting better sleep, eating better, exercising, or like this and that, it's like, then you haven't given yourself a real chance. And I think that kind of goes for this as well, because it's like so many of us are afraid to overbook ourselves. We're afraid to have no free time, no days off. And it's like, what good are those really if you never move closer to what you're actually going for? It's like, would you rather have 2 days off a week for 10 years, or no days off a week for 1 year, and after that be able to take as much time off as you want? It's like, well, when you look at it like that, of course you're going to go harder in the short term, but nobody looks at it like that. And so, anyway, I think that's pretty much what I got for this one. Again, the original thing that I was going to talk about was basically waiting to do something until the timing is perfect, until everything is planned out, until everything's just right and you have the plan totally worked out. But instead, just making the jump and figuring it out as you go. That's originally what I was going to talk about. Namely because a very good friend of mine was planning on doing a D&D campaign where he was going to be DM. And I've been wanting to do a sci-fi one for the longest time. And like, because I would be the one wanting to do it, I was going to offer to DM. And I kid you not, he's been working on this campaign on and off for like over a year. And then today I was like, hey, do you foresee that being ready at any point in the near future? And he's like, nah, because, this and that, extenuating circumstances. And it's like, okay, fair enough. Well, I want to do this, so I'm going to get everything started. You guys just let me know what your characters are, and then we'll get started. And I looked at the calendar, and the next few weeks are going to be pretty busy. I'm going to be out of town for like a week and a half. But right after that, I set it for. So basically in 5 weeks, I'm going to be starting my own D&D campaign with some of my closest friends. And I'm going to be DM, which I haven't done before. And I don't have pretty much anything done yet for it. But at the same time, I know that we're going to jump in, and nobody's going to expect me to have everything figured out. And I'll be able to improvise, and it'll be great. Wind's picking up a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I made the video. I stayed consistent. Anyways, hopefully this provided some value to somebody out there in the multiverse. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the flip side.